Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we'll play another game for the Road to 2000, and it will be just your average game. Still feeling a bit sick, but at least this time the audio should work. Yeah, it works. So yeah. Alright, we have 3 knights, and we could go knight f6, but that would lead to a lot of theory, so I'm gonna play bishop here. And the best move here is knight d5. He's probably gonna play it because I just said it, and they kind of hear it somehow, some way. Okay, no, you don't. So yeah, usually after something like bishop b4, which is still a developing move, the opponent runs out of theory. And what's the move here? What's the move here? Let me think. So in case he plays a3, we're definitely going to take. We don't want to lose tempo. Let's say we go back, then he has all the time in the world to develop all his pieces, so we're definitely going to take. But we don't need to take right away. I think we should just go with the usual and play knight f6. Okay, bishop g5 is a bit annoying, but we'll deal with that if that move comes. And what I notice here is that I should play for d4. That's what I notice. To break open everything and to get a game, I have to play d5. Sorry. So he plays bishop there. Reasonable move. And he now could go for this. But after takes. Knight here, everything seems to be fine, but it's a bit cramped. So what to do? Could also play d6 first. Could also just castle. But castling feels too committal for now. Even though castling is a very natural move, he could start attacking with h2 d4. So if he takes. We're basically helping him develop and putting an attack there. d5, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, queen takes. Seems very, very reasonable actually. Here, we can even start with this. Check, queen takes, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, and the queen is already here. And if you play c4 in that position, we have this backward pawn, which is not that bad, but it's a long-term target. So we're gonna play d5, strike in the center. Very, very principled play. Plays h3. That's not what I expected, but yeah, we always calculate the most forced variations. We did. And now I feel like we can go bishop takes c3, and then d5, gaining some space. But after bishop e2, he's already turning c3. But in that time, we can play bishop e6. Takes. It's a bit hard. You can also take on e4. Let's say knight takes. Knight takes. Pawn takes. And we get an equal-ish position. So yeah, it's really hard to navigate here, what to do. I think we should just bite the bullet and go here. You can also play b takes, which is probably better, which I didn't even consider. B takes is actually quite annoying. Also, I just realized, no, I didn't realize anything. I didn't realize anything. I thought I could just take. And after takes, you know, we could take with the knight. But then he could take here. And after takes, takes. Yeah, it's an equal trade. It's an equal trade. Now I wish I castled. Now I wish I castled. But our opponent definitely thinking here. Definitely made an accuracy. I think I should have just castled to keep it simple. Because taking there in this position, like if I castle and then he takes, I think we still have a decent position after knight takes, and takes. Yeah, and with the rook being on f1, we would have had a lot better play than we now do. I think our opponent has lost connection, and yeah, this is very anticlimactic way of getting the 1600 range. I think we're going to go for another one. Let's just analyze the last position. So I think I showed this opening a few times already, where I play bishop here, and the right move here is to go here, and then I have to probably retreat to a5, which is probably not the best move. And then our opponent's best move apparently is c3. Let's go to the analysis mode. C3 to prepare d4, also to blunt this bishop. Very, very flexible move. Knight f6. Challenging the knight, also attacking here. But now the position is theoretically already not good. After back, you have to go back. If you take here, pawn takes and both your pieces are hanging. So you have to go back. Wow, don't know what's going on. So after b4 we have to go back, and then I assume knight takes b6 is really good. It apparently isn't. It apparently isn't. Okay, great. I'm always a credible source. But you strike with d4, which is also very sensible. Yeah. Apparently it doesn't matter that you lose the pawn here, because apparently the pieces are just great. Let's say we go back. Now this is good for some reason. It wasn't before. D takes E, Queen E7, Queen E2, or just castles, Because if now takes, knight takes, queen takes, rook to E1. So that's really dumb of me that thinking that this would work. So you have to go knight E5, attacking something at least. Queen B3, engine says. Okay. Okay, and this is how I get into rabbit holes. But let's go to the actual position, and after D5, H3, I wasn't sure what to do. I think castles is the move. I thought castles was the move. Let's think. So if castles, and he takes in this position, I thought I would just take, and after take, if bishop takes on d2, queen takes d2, queen takes d5, and we have an equal position, which is slightly better for black. Why? Because black's pieces are a bit cramped. I think it's primarily this pawn on e5, which is great. Rook d8, castles. You can already play knight e5, you can already bishop here. e4 even, wow. That's hammering on the position. You cannot take, as you would hang your queen. Knight takes, and rook takes. Okay, it wins a piece. So, best move here would be knight h2, being on the defensive, and I'm also here just wondering how will black continue the attack. Apparently bishop f5, threatening to take. So, yeah. And let's say black doesn't do anything. I think you're threatening to take here and ruin black's pawn structure. E takes, bishop takes, queen takes, pawn takes. Oh, you actually win a pawn even. Yeah, and that's a better way of continuing. Instead, I played bishop takes, and after bishop takes, I thought, I could play d4 actually, but I don't think d4 was good because you can just go back and turn c3. But I thought it was good in the game. So after castle c3, I just assumed it was really good. Rook e8, takes, and look at this control of the center. You're not really attacking the backwards pawn. Queen b3. Yeah. So instead of my plan, it was probably best to castle, wasn't it? Yeah. And after, but wait. Can you not just grab this pawn then? Takes. And you have to find rook e8 in this position. Bishop back. Takes. And you cannot take back because I have rook takes. Oh, what? No. You have queen takes, rook takes, and now knight takes probably. Yeah. This is very complex. So castles, you play rook e1 to gain advantage in development, and this is apparently pretty good for black. Well, that's good to know. That's actually a very rough analysis. I think black could go for the win here. Yeah, this is a pretty boring video, isn't it? So, yeah. How long has this been? Can I see that? Anyways, let's go for a new one. Cannot leave you guys with that kind, So let's play, let's keep our options flexible. This is a very flexible setup. We can play d5 here, transpose into the queen's gambit. Declined or accepted, I don't know. Let's play c5 because that's what you usually want to do. Okay. So if we go here, he takes here. And then I say I don't care, go knight here. Queen a3. Knight b5, already turning here. Here. Knight c6. a3. Turning this, perhaps. Knight b5. I think this is okay. I think we could sack the pawn. I'm not sure, but I think we can just sack the pawn. Let's sack the pawn. Because if queen takes b7, we go knight c6, and then the queen already feels trapped almost. Okay, you could take here, but then I feel like I can go here. And after queen, okay, he goes back immediately. Sensible, but look at our developments here. I feel like we're doing pretty good, honestly. Can even go and ponder about c4 here. Rook b1 is an option. These squares could also be all under the control of, right? I think he wants to go back to this square, but then we go with this. Yeah, the whole position of white doesn't feel good at all. I think we can play c4. And where does the queen even go? Like if he goes back into this line, we have rook b1, right? If he goes here, I just take. If he goes here, I just take. If he goes here, I have bishop c3, and actually everything is over. The queen seems to be trapped. Yeah, and now we strike with bishop b4. You cannot get out of it. You cannot get out of that. So he takes, threatening. Okay, now he should resign. So yeah, 2 short games we can analyze. Because I'm really wondering if the queen, if the pawn stake really worked. Because I analyzed 2 other variations. Not sure if they worked. But yeah. So d4, knight f6, e6, very flexible opening strategy, because here, okay, let's say our opponent plays c4, here you can transpose to a nimzo, you can transpose to the queen's camp declined. Okay, our opponent decided to play knight f3, usually you respond with d5. I don't like going into main theory. E3, now I went this, and he plays queen e3. Already you're sensing something is not going well here, because you're developing a queen where the bishop belongs, 2, you're not developing a piece, 3, queens in the opening can be trapped. So this was my idea. I'll try to trap the queen with bishop d7, and after queen takes, I'm pretty sure knight c6 is the only move. And here I thought there was a possibility that you play here, but then this comes with tempo, and then you have to, you almost cannot defend threat. Oh, you can. Oh dear. So this was actually good what I calculated for him. But c4. You also play c4 in this position. Okay. Because now the queen is really trapped. After knight, if d2. Now you're preventing knight b5, which actually are also a very decent move. So queen. Wait. So you go here, attacking this, and now, if black doesn't do anything, you take that thing off the board and play this. That makes a whole lot of sense. And the other move I calculated was just knight c3, and here I felt h6 was good. Oh, but apparently rook b8 on the spot was enough, because the only square you can move to is probably a6, and then knight b5 comes anyways with the double threat. But wait, again he can go there, so we have to play c4 again. C4 was very critical, and we did in this line. I think c4 was the best way to continue. Yes, it's the only move. And after the queen sidestepped it, he walked into the pin. The queen and the king being on the same diagonal, and everything from there was just big collapse by our opponents. But the game was not safeable to begin with. Alright, 2 games. I hope the video is not too long. 80 minutes, I think that's pretty decent. I just saw where the recording time is. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. We can now update to, what is it? Oh. That's actually a big jump. From 1594 to 1609. Very nice, very nice. Okay guys, see you guys next time.